want to discuss about a question which is asked frequently, a lot of time, and there is a concern showed by many pharmacists in our groups and maybe in other groups as well on Facebook groups, where overseas pharmacists are a little bit concerned either this 60-day dispensing in Australia, which is a big concern of the community pharmacy industry, going to impact their journey to Australia. So I thought I'd just, as a responsible person, responsible pharmacist who is doing quite activity for overseas pharmacists, come on live and say something. Because I was replying those messages and I thought maybe just do a quick video message, or maybe a live chat. So anyone who's attached with me on my group, they can come and see what I'm telling about the 60-day dispensing and its effects on pharmacists who are applying, who are in the process for Australia. Okay, lot of pharmacists which are in my group who has shown concern are from Pakistan. I have not seen many concerns from other international overseas pharmacists. I have not seen any concern from Zimbabwe or from any other group of country. So I'll just talk in Urdu. ठीक है, देखो भाई, ये एक डॉक्यूमेंट है मेरे हाथ में फार्मेसी गिल्ड का, जिसमें 60 डे डिस्पेंसिंग की जो भी अनाउंसमेंट आया, उसके बाद हम फार्मासिस्ट गिल्ड जो मेंबर्स हैं उन्होंने क्या बात करनी है, किससे क्या बात करनी है. ठीक है, ये पेपर है, इसको कहते हैं टॉकिंग पॉइंट्स. टॉकिंग पॉइंट मतलब कि अगर मैं मेंबर हूँ फार्मेसी गिल्ड का, मैं ओनर हूँ फार्मेसी का, तो मुझे कंसर्न्स हैं जो कि मैं काफ़ी दिनों से, आपने देखा होगा मैंने शेयर किए थे. तो वो जो कंसर्न्स हैं वो क्या हैं, 60 डे डिस्पेंसिंग क्या है क्या. तो इसको छोटे से एग्जांपल मैं आपको दे सकता हूँ. 12 महीने दवाई लेने बंदा आता है, 12 महीने एक महीने की दवाई लेने, तो वो अब हाफ कर दिया गया है प्राइम मिनिस्टर की तरफ से. वो हाफ कर दिया गया है. क्यों हाफ कर दिया गया है? उन्होंने एक काम किया है, उन्होंने ये कहा है कि 2 महीने की दवाई दे दो इन लोग को. ठीक है, उससे कंप्लाइंस वगैरह ठीक हो जाएगा, लेकिन उससे और इश्यूज हो जाएंगे. उसमें एक डिस्पेंसिंग फ़ी जो होती है वो शॉर्ट हो गई, मतलब कम हो गई, जो कि फार्मेसी को मिलती है हर प्रिस्क्रिप्शन देने पे. उसके कम होने से क्या इफेक्ट हुआ ऐसी इंडस्ट्री पे? देखो, उसके कम्युनिटी फार्मेसी जो यहाँ पे ऑस्ट्रेलिया में कुछ 6000 के करीब कम्युनिटी फार्मेसी है पूरे ऑस्ट्रेलिया में फैली हुई. ठीक है, तो अगर उन सारी फार्मेसी की प्रिस्क्रिप्शन को काउंट कर लिया जाए, इकोनॉमिक्स जो कहती है गिल्ड की, वो कहती है कि तकरीबन $3.5 बिलियन इस फैसले से जो कि फार्मेसीज को मिला करते हैं वो कम हो गए. ठीक है, एक बात कीप दैट इन माइंड. ठीक है, तो उससे क्या होगा? ठीक है, पहली बात तो है कि ये जो $3.5 बिलियन है, ये कॉस्ट थी जो कि फार्मेसीज को वो दे रहे थे इस पूरे सिस्टम को चलाने की, जो कि उन्होंने उसको महदूद कर दिया हाफ में. लेकिन फार्मेसी गिल्ड, फार्मास्यूटिकल सोसाइटी ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया फाइट कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, उस फाइट के अंदर बहुत सारी विन्स हुई हैं जो कि इस हफ्ते में हुई हैं, इस हफ्ते के 3-4 दिन में हुई हैं. ठीक है, और अभी जंग जारी है. अभी मैंने इस वीडियो बनाने से पहले अपने फार्मेसी गिल्ड के प्रेसिडेंट को मैसेज किया था कि मेरे ग्रुप में बेतहाशा ओवरसीज फार्मासिस्ट हैं, मुझे जवाब चाहिए, क्या उनके लिए कोई मैसेज है? क्योंकि उनके पास कंसर्न है कि हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया आएंगे नहीं आएंगे, हमें वीज़ा मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा. तो इस तरह की मैंने क्वेश्चन किया था. तो उसने मुझे ये कहा कि फ़ाइट जो है अभी पूरी ख़त्म नहीं हुई है. हमने तकरीबन $2 बिलियन अप्रूव करवा लिए गवर्नमेंट से. 3.5 उन्होंने रोके इधर से, तकरीबन $2 बिलियन के करीब गवर्नमेंट ने मान लिए. नेगोशिएशन चल रहा है गवर्नमेंट से गिल्ड का. ठीक है, लेकिन हो सकता है हम पूरा विन कर जाए. एक तरफ से पैसे लिए, वो दूसरी तरफ देने को तैयार है कुछ और काम करवाने के लिए. मतलब कि दे आर थिंकिंग दैट if this $3.5 billion is taken away for this dispensing fee, which will be cut because of that 60-day dispensing, $3.5 billion has been taken away, but that money will give back to pharmacy, re-inject into the pharmacy industry in other ways, in other programs. इसका क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब है कि that does mean that the pharmacist will be doing more jobs, more scope of work. That means pharmacist will have more opportunity to work and serve the community. हाँ, कुछ jobs पे hit आएगी, pharmacist की job पे नहीं आएगी, intern pharmacist की job पे नहीं आएगी. नॉन फार्मासिस्ट जो लोग हैं वहाँ शायद आपको कॉस्ट सेविंग करनी पड़े कुछ जगहों पे, और उनका काम फार्मासिस्ट कर रहा हो. ये में भी पॉसिबिलिटी हो इस इंडस्ट्री में, जो कि गवर्नमेंट चाहती है. गवर्नमेंट वांट फार्मासिस्ट टू वर्क मोर, टू सर्व मोर, राइट? Okay, I will go with the questions in a minute because I'm just talking about right now. I'm not answering the questions straight away, but thank you for putting the question. I will answer those questions, right? All comments. Okay. So this transition will happen from 1st of September, but the government has given us 2 billion back out of 3.5, right? So 1.5 का gap है, वो भी मिल जाएगा according to President Guild, जो कि अभी मेरी I was messaging him this afternoon. He replied back to me. Not sure what will happen, but we need to get more information, and the fight is not over yet. Okay, so it may impact, but the fight is not over yet. It's not completely wiped off, but it's going to be juggle of at least 10 to 15% behind. But ऐसा नहीं है, it will not happen. Okay, if you are applying for Kaps, you will fail because of that reason. No, nothing like that. Another evidence for that. This is a policy which I have already showed in my webinar. This is the policy of Australian government policy, which is available on the migration website, which just says 2023 to 24 permanent migration program. This policy says that Australia need 500,000 workers, 500,000 jobs that Australia need in all occupations. Out of which 500,000, we are ready to give 255,000 visa to skilled workers. 255,000 visas to skilled workers. So what does it mean to you? In this period, these visas are ready to give away. Who is here to take them? Are you not willing to take them? Or are you going to talk that, oh, there's a 60-day thing happened. Do I apply, or do I sit back, or do I continue my efforts? Don't distract yourself. Okay? Don't distract yourself because of this. This is not your problem at the moment. This is not your worry. This is our worry, who are already here, who are stakeholder. We are fighting for that. We are meeting with politicians every day, ministers every day. Every pharmacist is meeting with their local MPs and making them realize that government has taken this U-turn. They have to take another U-turn. They have to listen. Okay, so there's nothing for you. But same government is giving these visas. Okay, so make sure you take this rather than taking a concern of this and stop your progress. Okay, so wait, compare this apple to apple. This is not apple to apple. This is your gold. You need to take this gold. Okay, you need to pass the Kaps and apply for your visa. This is the golden time. This is like a lottery visa for pharmacists. So are you getting my point? Okay, so there will be no question from now that 60-day dispensing will affect my visa, 60-day dispensing will cancel my visa, or 60-day dispensing I won't get a job. No, you don't have to think about that, because I made this special video just to clear that for you. Okay, and the thing is that visa request was started, or requests for visa were started a long time back in 2019. I initiated those small steps with my MPs, draft letters back in 2019 that open pharmacist, put pharmacists back into that list, demand list. And this project was given to all stakeholders last year, January, that we need pharmacists from overseas. Please help them with the visa, make the visa process quicker. So this was also action. As you know, visas are coming quickly. Who are applying, they're getting visas. And this is a great evidence. There's this all matching in its favor for you. It is in favor of you. All right, so I thought I'd just make a video. Another evidence. I actually break that news. This was a breaking news yesterday evening in Adelaide television, Adelaide social media, Adelaide radio, everywhere. That media release from Health Minister, South Australian Health Minister Chris Picton. He's saying, pharmacist, take these 10 more vaccination in your portfolio and take the load away from the GPs. So let's take more work from us. We'll give you more work. We are shifting that work from nurses, from GP clinics to pharmacists, to pharmacies, to community pharmacies. So this is an evidence that your job is there, secure. This is document which says that if you're becoming a vaccinating pharmacist, you will be hell of a busy person and doing vaccines. So you don't have to worry about your internship job, because people will have that process. People will need pharmacists. People will need pharmacists, because intern pharmacists can do vaccination. All right, so I'll just go to the questions or the comments, because someone is saying something which I can't understand what they're saying. I'll just see live messages visible. Okay. Okay, sir, can you present this video in English? I am not following you because of language. Okay, so MacJud, I have started speaking in English. Sir, if I pass exam, come on, where's the question gone? Live chat. Okay, what will be the future procedure? What are the conditions under which visa get rejected, and how many applications get approval? That's a rubbish question. As a pharmacist, if you apply, unless you're a criminal, you have done some crime, your application won't get rejected. Okay, so if you have police clearance and everything is okay, you will get a visa. Okay, pharmacists are required in this country. So that's invalid question for me, not an appropriate question. Thanks for addressing the current concern. So who is that fun guy? I don't know. Please put your name there if you are serious. You can ask another question if you want to ask the question. I'm ready to answer any question right now. Okay. Hopefully this video will help you to understand the ground reality about the current jobs and the future jobs. And also, I shared a bunch of jobs of regional New South Wales, regional Victoria, regional Queensland, regional SA, regional Western Australia. So what evidence you need to know that pharmacists are required in this country? And as I already mentioned to you in my last webinar in last month, that aged care sector, pharmacist jobs are starting right from 1st of July. So there will be more openings of pharmacist jobs in aged care sector, which probably bring another 1,000 or 1,500 or maybe more jobs all over Australia. And that funding is already approved. $3.5 billion are already given to Treasurer. When they hire pharmacists, they will receive salary from that fund. So what other evidence you need to understand for your mindset that Australia need pharmacists, and you don't have to panic about this 60-day dispensing issue, because Australia can absorb 5,000 pharmacists at least in coming 1 or 2 years, or maybe more. All right. There's no more questions. Hopefully I have addressed some concerns. And only 6 people are watching. Right now there were 9 or 10 before. Now is a 14-minute chat. What else you want me to talk? Yeah, so this is a great opportunity, 10 vaccine. I'm very excited. I'm very excited because this is Let's give more weightage for pharmacists to help their patients, and it will help offloading the workload from the GPs. Okay, my country does not have Kaps exam center. Please, is the Australian Pharmacy Council doing increase in exam centers? So which exam center you're talking about? Where is your country? I don't know. Please say about your country. I don't know. You need to go to the neighboring country if you don't have an exam center. That's the quick answer for you. At state giving invitation to an industrial pharmacist. Uh, Look, at the moment, as you know, South Australia is the top state which is inviting South Australian nomination for industrial pharmacists, but there's no jobs here, as you know. But I don't know what the regulation is there, why they open it, but still invites are available. If you want to do it now. Do it now. Now I mean in November. Not in November, just now in May, before June. Get this in. Okay, someone is asking about the aged care recruitments. Aged care recruitments. Does aged care pharmacists also recruiting for regional area? Yes, aged care is available everywhere, all over Australia. Yes, aged care is everywhere in regional area. People like 102 years old. I have done vaccination for 102-year-old people, age person. Yes, so aged cares are everywhere. Yep, and they will have their own pharmacist. Yeah. So you don't know who if you there will be more jobs, uh, especially in aged care and other places. So uh, this profession need more people, right? This country need more doctors as well. This country need more nurses as well. So I was in a meeting with doctors just an hour ago. A group of doctors were with me. I think I will share a photo with the doctors there, and they were asking me that, Irfan, you're doing so much for pharmacists. I think we need to hire you for our doctors medical association, that you can like be a vocal person for doctors. I said, look, I can do a little bit for doctors, but I don't know much about their process. So I'm happy with my pharmacist area. No problem for me. All right. Flu vaccine, COVID vaccine, diphtheria, pertussis, meningococcal ACWY vaccine. ACWY vaccine is recommended for people who go to Hajj, for Saudi Arabia, or for Umrah, and influenza B virus vaccine, hepatitis A B combination. So these all vaccines are given in portfolio for pharmacists. Varicella and herpes zoster shingles vaccine is also given to pharmacists. That's amazing. What else you need? I wish if I come to Pakistan or any other country, I can increase the portfolio of work for pharmacists in that country. Ask legislation body to increase pharmacist portfolio. They can give vaccine at least. So that will be good for profession. But in Australia, it's happening. So in other states, that's not approved. South Australian Health Minister has approved that yesterday, and that was very timely by him. He's a very good fellow, a good person. I know him from a long time. I think I've shared some photos in the group. I think he's very close with pharmacists and very close with Pharmacy Guild. I think he did that intentionally yesterday when the Prime Minister was here in Adelaide. They have a long meeting with Premier, and then in around 6:30 or 7 p.m. they released this on television. This breaking news was released on the television last night, and then all the media, Pharmacy Guild, Terry White, and they all spread out this information in the newsletters. And today, it was all approved. If a patient want, they can get this vaccine from pharmacists. We already have the vaccine. Previously, what was happening? We were getting prescription from the doctor for these vaccines. We were giving to the patient, and they were going to the clinic and getting that from doctors. But now this opportunity is given to pharmacists because doctors are very busy with other health professional need. More complex diseases, they can solve those patients. That's their expertise, diagnosis and prescribing. So that's something which can help free their time. All right, so I don't think any more question. Good to have you in our professional community. Look, why I'm doing this all? Do you know why I'm doing this all? Uh, can anyone answer? Do you know about this um, uh, process, or have you seen my mission on my 22 points jet? So I want this free education to be given free to those who understand this and who want to come and work here seriously in this profession, and who can contribute, who can who can become a factor, a trigger factor here, and become a pharmacist who can actually come to a high level, to a leadership role, and to a entrepreneur role. Not, I don't want people just to come here and get lost in the jobs. All right. So you need to come with a bigger vision. All right. So you coming through to Australia in this golden, their CVs were crap. Their CVs were not at all good enough to have any impression on these employers. So I want to talk about that as well. There's a way that you need to demonstrate your skills in a way that it shows that you are a useful, knowledgeable person who can contribute in the community pharmacy work as a pharmacy staff, pharmacy assistant, or if you're smart, then maybe they can take you as a dispensary tech. So that's something which I really want to talk in this video, but I will make a video separately. And I have given a sample CV to quite a few people that I just asked them to make that, like copy paste that CV, which uh, which is very productive in getting jobs. So I have secured a lot of jobs from different employers when I asked those pharmacists to modify their CVs, and they have done it by doing some courses. And so that's something which I just want to make a video about that, because yesterday I was talking to one pharmacist. She, in fact, two people I stalked yesterday and day before yesterday. One was from Pakistan, no, two were from Pakistan, and one was from India. And I explained to them, look, your CV is not good at all. You need to modify your CV according to this CV, which I actually asked someone to do that, and she got the job, and someone copied that CV, and uh, yes, Sami Rana, you got the point. When more people are coming, that's good for the business. That's securing jobs. So what I was saying about this media release, so forget about this 60 days thing. Just put it in the crap. This is the success for pharmacists yesterday. That 10 more vaccines were given. Okay, I have printed that CV. I'll just bring that from the photocopier. Okay, so so when you are in Australia as an overseas person, your name on the top look like this. If your name is, for example, is let's say, who's there? Samirana, let's say. So Samirana is not an Aussie name, right? So when you say Samirana, other person, employer will think, oh, this is a new guy. He may not able to speak good English. He may be new. He maybe doesn't have any local experience. The first impression is negative impression straight away. Okay, and when you don't put your address, it doesn't show that where you live. So your address should be there, and your contact number and your email address. Okay, and then straight come to the point, a profile. Who are you and what you want from that employer. So you can tell straight away that you are a passionate pharmacist, or passionate person who loves this profession. Something like a story about yourself, about as a human being. You are an interesting person. Why are you an interesting person? Because of many reasons. You want to help other people. You want to work with team. You want to work in a team with people, not just alone. Positive thinker, clear communicator, and a person who can be dependable. Like a boss can can take you as a person who they can depend on you. Either you can come on time, you won't be late, something like that. And you will look after their team, you look after the business. And obviously, you're a pharmacist, say about your pharmacy degree, and how long you were in Australia. If you're in Australia, you need to say how long you're in Australia. Okay, and what you want to do in Australia, what number of hours, what days you are available, what days this is important, and what working rights you got. If you got a working right on a visa, just say you have working rights, full working rights. So they know that, okay, if you employ that person, he's an overseas person, doesn't matter, but his English is telling us that he is a good person, he's educated from overseas, but he don't have experience. But if you say about something about your skills, like what other skills that you can um, demonstrate, if you can speak multiple language, say about your multiple language skills, what sort of residency status you have, say about that. And then I normally encourage all the overseas pharmacists to do some courses here, some courses which are very basic courses, right? Very basic courses. When you land in Australia, go to the first aid and Red Cross Center and get a certification called first aid and CPR, which is mandatory for any health professional. $125 course. Do that in your first or second year when you arrive here. Many people don't know about these things, but if you have this on your CV, that make you a person who can be picked up by the employer. Okay, this person can save a life if emergency happen. So he's been trained. Other trainings, like there are some trainings available, such as COVID vaccination training. Some online training modules are available from government website. Some online training on pharmacy websites are available. So these are stuff that I can guide them if they approach me privately. I can teach them how to do that, and also police clearance certificate. Working safe with children. There's a certification in each state. You need to apply for that because that's important. Two important things. You need to have a police clearance, but mean that there's no criminal activity reported against your name. So that certificate need to be mentioned on your CV that you have a clear uh, criminal record. And also, I also encourage every pharmacist to do a Google social media marketing course, which is a 1 week free course, certification course, which add huge value in you because this is a digital era. So you can use that knowledge for yourself to sell yourself better on digital forums, because when you apply, employers search you on internet, they search you Google, they search you on different Instagram or Facebook, they check your mindset. So your Facebook or your social media should reflect you are a pharmacist. I have seen people coming with some pharmacists coming with their DB photos of devil. A pharmacist applied to me with and I searched that person. He got a snake on his on his on his DB. What the hell is that mean? I mean, if I see that person, I will kick that person out. Um, okay, I won't be interested in talking to that person, this personality. All right. And then if you have work anywhere, doesn't matter what work you have done. That's something which need to be mentioned. And also, Pharmacy Guild offer a certificate 2 program course for overseas pharmacists, so they can do that 8-week course and they learn these all small things which I have explained to you in a course environment, and they send or they ask you to do a volunteer work experience. Volunteer means free of work. Free mean that you won't get paid, but you will apply to a pharmacy and ask that, look, I want to get some work experience. Please allow me to do 40 hours or 80 hours, 2 weeks. That also mandatory to complete that certificate 2 course. Okay, so that's something you need to look for when you come to Australia. Don't look for start for jobs. Just try to build this stuff, build that volunteer work experience at least for 2 weeks, and then you will say, so your CV become more attractive to other employer after that. They know that, okay, you know this, what is diabetics, national diabetic scheme is, you know about COVID vaccination trainings. You know, you can be useful in COVID vaccination clinics and pharmacy, which can be a huge job at the moment. You can assess, you can't vaccinate, but you can inform, you can get the form filled, you can take the patient in. So you can do those things in the basic jobs. I'm talking about the jobs which you can get by doing this small activity, right? And a lot of pharmacists who are here, they don't agree on it. They don't understand that why they need to do this. I know there are a lot of people here. I spoke to them personally, but they don't listen. They don't understand that, and they keep crying that we are not getting jobs. We have supplied the CV. We have dropped the CV to 10 pharmacies, but no one approached me. Why they will approach you when you send a crap CV, and they will put that scrap CV into bin straight away because you are not understanding the job market. Employer doesn't have time here to train you. You need to develop your skills by your own research, or maybe a person like me who can guide you when I'm guiding you to listen that and action that. That's very important. Action that. Okay. Otherwise, pharmacy certificate 2 is very important, which you can do from Pharmacy Guild straight away. But you need to be here in Australia. You can't do it online. Someone put a question that can we do it online, I think. Overseas pharmacists can also do these courses online. No, you can't do that. You need to be in Australia. Should we go for these certificates after Kaps? Yes. Yes. Okay. There's another program which is introduced by Australian College of Pharmacy for overseas pharmacists who have passed the Kaps exam. That course is available, which costs you initially, but when you go for the Guild internship training program, that will be compensated. The fee that you will pay, it will adjust it into that course. All right. So when you will be here in Australia, so that course is also very important. That course, after doing the course, when you have that on your CV, including that, there's more chances for you to get a job very quickly in Australia after Kaps. Okay. And also, if you have some MBA or if you have some MPhil or PhD, don't use that qualification on your CV. That will make you overqualified. Okay, no PhD, no MPhil, hide those because you are trying to get into the basic jobs. So that gonna hurt your CV. I have fixed a lot of CVs. I have fixed a lot of PhD, MPhil CVs. They were struggling to get work. And whoever overseas person who get stuck somewhere, they been referred to me by somehow. Either they are in Tasmania or they were in Queensland, they are in Adelaide, or they are in Victoria. Many of them approach me, and I just ask the first question: send me your CV. So as an employer, I can send you. I can see your CV whether is worth even to talk to you or just put in the rubbish. Okay. So if I have an IQ level of that kind of level, then I can tell you what I want to see. So this is what I'm telling you, what I want to see as the employer. So other employer would be also interested to see the same thing. So you need to understand this. If you can record this, this will be a recording available, so you can watch this video again and again. Okay. And believe me, your work experience from your country is not directly acceptable here in your job market. It's very hurtful for you, right? Isn't it? It's not like someone said to me that I have 10-year experience in hospital. Why I can't get into hospital work? Seriously, you don't know the rules of this. You don't know the privacy rules of this country. You need to understand everything from basic. You need to have a scratch start here in this country, right? So that's something which very important for you to bring your mind to this level, because whatever job you have done on a highest level, you coming to this country. There's a reason why you're coming to this country. You're coming to this country to get settled here, right? As a pharmacist is the ladder, first step. So you need to walk in the first phase. After your internship, after your full registration, then you can bring back your qualification back on your CV. But just mindful, if you're changing your job again, your bosses will not take you as a pharmacist if you say I'm a PhD and I want to work in a community pharmacy. That will again conflict of interest. Okay, so that will again a conflict of interest. So um, build your career in pharmacy, do certifications here. There are a lot of certifications in your internship program. You can do a lot of study. You can become a consultant pharmacist to do home medicine review, review for aged care, and you can become a GP pharmacist. You can become a compounding pharmacist. You can become a sleep apnea expert pharmacist. Um, you can become a methadone specialist pharmacist. There are a lot of areas of specialization in community pharmacy, right? And please don't think that retail pharmacy in any other part of the world is same here in Australia. It's a very complex system here. All right. So the reason behind for me to share all these 60-day dispensing news, 10 more vaccination news in the group is not that I'm just telling you that I'm so much involved. It's not a show off. I'm just telling you so you can know about what is going on right now while you are outside of the country. So you can understand things from now. So you need to understand that you are in Australia. You need to start listening this ABC radio, ABC television from today. You can understand the Australian way of English, right? And stop looking US based movies that will actually kill your understanding. I talk to so many pharmacists. I ask them, how are you improving your English? And they say, oh, I'm watching movies from Hollywood. I said, come on. This is the bullshit idea. You need to start watching Australian television so you can start understanding how the Aussies speak, how they talk like here, so you can understand the accent. They talk with closed mouth. They don't open mouth when they talk. So how are you going to understand their English? You know why they don't open the mouth? They close lips. Do you know what's the story behind it? I can tell you the story. So you will know that why Aussies speak like speak like that. Because in Australia, when these people came from Europe, they were new. Okay, in Australia, there were a lot of flies everywhere. Flies everywhere. So people start talking, and the flies going into their mouth. So they start talking in a way that they keep their lips closed. So those flies don't go inside. So that is the reason why Aussies speak like that. Google it if you don't believe me. Okay? When I came to Australia, new, back in time, I have eaten so many flies. When I was in country town like Cooper Pedy, went into my mouth and I said, that's the reality. Yes. So you will know that as well when you land in Australia. I don't know what I'm talking about. I should have no water for me here. Sorry. Yes. So this is interesting. So start watching ABC television, ABC News, ABC Parliament House, Federal Parliament sessions. That's the best way to learn Aussie English. There are debates going on. There's a business talk going on. Right. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll come back because I'm very thirsty because I just think about those flies going into my mouth. If you have question, please put on the question. I'll come back in a minute. Okay, I'm back with some water. Okay. Okay, there's some website which can be helpful for you to understand the Aussie slang. Just search on Google, learn Aussie slang. So you will get those common sentences, common words which you need to speak, you need to listen quite frequently. So maybe write down those and practice that right now. So you will be ready for coming to Australia. So start your vision in a way that you are already here in Australia. Because why? When someone asks me that I will get a visa rejection, I feel very bad because I have never witnessed any such policy where the pharmacists are getting visas so easily. So don't ask that question that you will be rejected unless you have done some crime and your crime will be picked up during the intelligence search. Otherwise, there's no problem for you or any medical issue. I don't know. Okay, so that's something which very important. I spoke about in my last webinar about um, newsletters, retail pharmacy newsletters, pharmacy daily newsletters. Sign up those subscriptions and get those information on the email newsletters and start reading that. You will feel that you are part of the Australian pharmacy system right now. Okay, and newspaper is another way. Facebook groups is another way. There are a lot of Facebook, like Indian community Facebook, Pakistani Facebook, PICA group, which is very active. They got 8,000 volunteers all over Australia. You can ask anything from them, they can assist you very quickly. Finding a rental house, finding some job help, um, lots of things. Yes, lots of things. All right, I couldn't see any question. Let me just check if there's any question there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, excellent. Okay, okay, I'll leave right now. Thank you very much for joining, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. We're doing that webinar. Make sure you all there who are in my elite group. I'm sorry I can't give that Zoom link to every person because there is the privilege for those who has done some action with us, and they have crossed the line to come into that elite group. They are mentally prepared, they are mentally ready for Australia. They know everything from my education. They have seen all of my webinars, they attended the webinars, they have done the video session, they have done the video interviews, done all of these. Then think about that you are eligible for coming into that study group. Study group is not just that you just come, heard from someone, oh, Irfan is giving that free education, come into the group by showing the Kaps receipt. That's irrelevant for me because Kaps receipt, good for you, not for me. Your mindset change is important. That's what I'm trying to do here, a mindset change to progress quickly, because Kaps is very small thing from in front of me. Passing Kaps is just nothing. It's, you can do it, not a problem. But your mindset is most important thing. That yes, fearless, become smart enough that why are you coming to Australia? You are not coming to Australia just to, also you are coming to Australia to have this feeling that you're coming to an advanced country where you start earning dollars. That's a good feeling. Money is very important for your satisfaction, but think bigger. That you're coming to this new country to make this country as your home country. You become loyal to this country, okay, and you're going to contribute in this country. You're not going to sit home and just go to the work. You will do extraordinary things in this culture, right? You will help if a disaster happen. You will contribute to other people. If fires happen, you will give some donation because you get to live in this nice country. Okay, become selfless person. Don't not become selfish person. Okay, don't become selfish person. Become selfless person, because Australia going to give you a huge opportunity to live a peaceful country peaceful city, peaceful environment, very healthy environment for you, for your kids, for your next generation. So it's a big deal. All right. The passing caps is a very small part. Okay. Are you getting my point? And yes, become part of system here, become part of the council system here, become part of associations here, medical associations here, pharmacy associations here, become progress in the letters of those associations, become leader. Because I was talking to a couple of doctors here, they asked me the same question. Irfan, what the hell are you doing? Why are you wasting your time? Why are you not charging this from people? I said, look, I have a bigger mission. They asked me, what is your mission? I said, my mission is to change the overseas pharmacist mentality. I want them to become leader. I want them to become entrepreneurs in this country. So he's saying that's a very difficult task. How are you going to change a person's mindset when there's no grooming done for any of those people who coming to this country just for a better salary? They don't know anything more than that. They will only know that they're coming here to earn dollars. No, I'm talking a little bit more. I'm giving this for free, but I'll expect more from you guys, okay, to contribute in this country, to become excellent. If you're coming to this country as the intern pharmacist, don't just stay as the intern pharmacist. Win the Pharmacist of the Year award in your first year by Pharmaceutical Society of Australia or by Guild or by other association. If you become pharmacist, win the Pharmacist of the Year award in your first year. So that make a big badge on your shoulder or on your jacket. It will highlight that you are here for a big mission. You are just not here to earn $50,000 salary or $100,000 salary. You are here. You're more hungry. You're more hungry that you can give more back to this society. And yes, that's why I built this community. I think I had got 1,000 and then 400 and 500 and 100 and approximately 1,500 pharmacists are with me in this app. And my app is so slow now because we've got so many pharmacists, and I don't know how many of them are serious or dead serious. How many of them have burned their boats? I want these all pharmacists who are in touch with me. I wish all of them can progress quickly this year and get those um, visas out of this 255,000 visas. 1,500 is nothing. We say 1,500 pharmacists from different part of the world, but the visas plate is bigger than that, right? So I'm just showing you the comparison, what I'm engaged and what is offered at the moment, to tell your friends who are sleeping, who don't know about this opportunity, take this, because this will never come back and you will regret. Okay, I hope this conversation could be mindful for you, conversation could be helpful for you, and conversation will impact on you so you can take actions. All right, action are basic steps which actually determine your future. What decision you take, it actually determine your future. Whoever take the biggest risk, their chances of success is bigger than anyone else. All right, so I don't want to be a person who just talk high, but I just want you to take action. Simple as that. Simple steps, but do it consistently. Okay, consistently. Do Kaps, do PTE, apply state nomination, apply for visa, look for jobs, and start a life and stay connected. My job, my interaction does not finish when you land here. It's actually start at that time, more importantly, because I can guide more during your journey of Kaps, what things you can do smartly, what extra things you can achieve smartly. I can give you examples of Zimbabwean pharmacist Lakmore, who was with me from last year webinar. He got a job through my network. I referred him. He sent me a video. I referred that video. He got a job. He recalls my first webinar when he attended. I always talk about this intern pharmacist of the year whenever I speak. And he picked that point. That pharmacist picked that point and put in his heart somewhere. And last week I was speaking to him. He said to me, he informed me, Irfan, I'm doing my internship job here in Port Pirie. I know that, where he's working. And he informed me that I have been nominated for Pharmaceutical Society of Australian Award for Intern Pharmacist of the Year Award. Right? So he has been nominated. So there's a voting going on for this fellow. He's from Zimbabwe. He's a black guy in Australia, He's a black fellow. So he's been nominated. So he's in the finalist loop of the award. So I thought, oh my God. And I remember, and I said to him, how did you manage that? I know that I spoke about that in my long time ago in the webinar, where I showed those examples of winners. Please watch some of the YouTube videos which I have put there for stories of the previous intern award winners. Watch that. There are two videos. One is an Aussie girl and one is an Asian girl from 2021 and 2020. And last year, 2020, there was a Arabic girl or a Persian girl who was the winner. So from last 2 years, multicultural pharmacists winning those awards. So mindful, you can be the one as well. If you progress, just go and follow that video and see what they have done, what extraordinary they have done. They were not the pharmacist intern who just go by the job description. They were doing big in their career from the first year. They were doing 200, 300% more what was required in the job. That's why they reached that level. When they reach that level, that reflects that they are not ordinary pharmacists. They are extraordinary. So I want you guys to be that level. I was talking to someone today and they said to me, sir, I think you're talking that I cannot achieve that in my next 100 years. I don't want to hear that. It's just about your mindset. It's just here, right? You are the same person, same human being. You can train your mind to do things extra. If you do these simple things again and again, you can achieve extraordinary results. Okay, so if you do ordinary things again and again, you can achieve extraordinary results. Believe me, just write down somewhere. If you keep doing these extraordinary, extra things, if you start producing 200% of you, what is required from you, from 100% to 200%, ordinary things again and again, you will achieve those extraordinary results, which I'm talking here about. So Kaps, passing Kaps, become so small. Okay, so passing Kaps is, when someone approached me, I always say, passing Kaps is just a simple thing. You just study 5 hours, 2 months, 3 months, that's it. Follow that instruction. And there are a lot of videos that we have already loaded in my YouTube by question and answer, how much time you spend, what was the gap. So that's all insignificant answers or questions which actually stop you doing things or stop you to make progress. I have a long gap of 10 years. I have a long gap of 16 years. What the hell does that mean? You will study 2 months, 3 months, and you will pass the exam, right? So that's what you need to do. That's what you need to train your mind, that I will pass this exam and I will not sit in this exam again. Okay, because it's costly. But believe me, whatever money you're going to spend on this exam fee, assessment, visa, and this and that, you can recover that money in your first job as an intern in 2 months' time. Okay, people start saying that, oh, it's a 40 lakh rupee kharcha or whatever. This kharcha is nothing what you will gain. Your caps, passing caps, paper, when you get your when you're gonna get your result passing caps, this is like a degree which is going to be equivalent to Australian qualification. Your Pakistani, your overseas qualification will become equivalent to Pakistan Australian qualification of pharmacy degree, which is the worth of at least $100,000. $100,000, right? $100,000. If you study here, it will cost anyone $100,000 for a degree for 4-year pharmacy. So your passing caps become 100,000 straight away. In conversion, whatever conversion, if you're from India, you convert that into your rupee, and if you are from Pakistan, I know the conversion, 2 crore rupiah. It's like 2 khoka. Your caps, 3-month study caps, make you a bonus of 2 khoka, 2 crore. So what else you need? You're worried about the visa rejection? Come on, guys. Think sense. I think use your common sense. And I think pharmacists are very smart people. All right. So I wish everyone listening to me, you're going to take action. All right. I'll better go and see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I think 3 p.m. I have logged the time, 3 p.m. Pakistan time. Whatever time zone I put, maybe I could be wrong, but it'll be 3 p.m. Pakistan time. And whatever time it be, I think 8:30 or 9 o'clock my time, night time. I don't have any engagement tomorrow, so I will spend time there. So it's all about caps. Don't ask a question about visas and this and that or assessment. We are not going to answer those questions. We are just there. We will be just taking questions on caps preparation. Okay, please do not ask a question like, if I am a hepatitis A or B, can I get a medical test pass? We would answer that question. What is the assessment document required? How I can fill application for assessment? Don't ask that crazy question. We are not going to answer. How the PTE preparation we can do? Don't ask those questions. It's just about caps. If you have any other question, watch my webinar. There are a lot of webinars there we have put. Watch those, find the answers, prepare. And for people who are doing nothing at the moment, fresh graduates, do the mock exam for PTE from APNU website and send me the result. I have asked so many people that please do that mock exam and send me the result. No one is sending. It means that no one is serious. I'll be very upfront with you guys. I have called so many pharmacists on camera and this and that, and I have asked them, can you please send me your mock exam on PTE? Nobody has sent me. Hardly. I have not seen anyone doing that. I don't know what is going on in pharmacists' mind. Are you not listening to me, or you just listening and saying, oh, this is a crap guy, he's doing this for free, take him for granted? So that's why I always say to everyone that don't take me for granted, right? Don't take me for granted. Okay, so don't take me for granted. Sleep apnea service. Probably in Pakistan, I was talking to some medical professional today. I wish I can go to Pakistan and establish sleep apnea service, maybe a after pack service. I wish if I have a time, but I don't know whether I will have a time or not. But let's see. All right, thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much for the messages. Love to see this interaction. And so if some of you saying you're gonna attend, please attend. Don't just say and don't do that. There are a lot of people who have done this previously. Just do it and send me that message. All right, this is last few seconds. I'll leave. Thank you for watching, and if you like this chat or live session, maybe share with your friends or ask to join this YouTube. YouTube being my YouTube channel. Look, I was very hurtful when a guy somewhere in Karachi said to one of the other fellow of our members, saying that Irfan is establishing a YouTube channel for his income. Look, I'm not after that any sort of income. I know my YouTube is not a big weightage, big numbers. I know people think that if you have more subscriber, people will get money out of it. Look, I wear branded dress, branded watches, I use branded cars. I got 6 7 pharmacies, and I would say that I'm not after that monetization money from any social media. The only reason that I request people to spread this information, so that someone like you who's coming here first time, they will know this. All right, there is no other intention. All right, so it's up to you. You want to share, you want to unshare, is up to you. But um, that's important that you help other fellows. All right, Meg Jaden, thank you very much. Samirana, Sandra Paul, and who else was here? So who gonna watch ABC television? Just Google it. It's all available on YouTube. It's all available on website. And who gonna find that? Who gonna find that Australian slang? No one. Okay. I thought someone would say yes. I will do it. Okay. Take care. Bye.